up, boys and girls? Thank you for stopping in today. I hope you're all having a great day. I'm having a good day because I get to sit and talk with you guys for a few minutes about some movies. Today, we're talking about a movie from 1954, one of my personal favorites when it comes to 50 science fiction films. Them, directed by Gordon Douglas. Guys, this is one of the best giant animal attack films ever made, in my opinion. It has a stellar cast. It's got James Whitmore. It's got James Arness. It's got Joan Weldon. I mean, we've got some names. For you guys who don't know who James Arness is, if you've seen It Came, or The Thing That Came from Another World, or It Came from Another World, I think it's The Thing That Came from Another World. Anyway, it's the original Thing movie. He was the plant monster guy in that big giant, they had to kill it with electricity. Also, he was the lovable, the incomparable Marshall Matthew Dillon in Gunsmoke. That's probably where everybody knows James Arness from, is Gunsmoke. I know him from Gunsmoke, from Them, and from The Thing That Came from Another World. This is just a stellar film. It's got some of the best special effects of the 1950s. I mean, the ants themselves were, really good puppetry. They were done with good puppetry. They were very, I want to say, like proto-animatronic. They were used, they made these big giant ant heads and appendages in scale with people, So when a giant ant head is moving around and its mandibles are flailing, that's puppetry, right? It's like animatronics, but there's, people moving sticks and stuff. It's very, very old school. It's what, they used that sort of special effects up until probably the mid-90s. I mean, nowadays, they're still using the puppetry effects. For instance, Alien Romulus that came out last August, or came out this past August. It used puppetry with some of the alien special effects and stuff like that. So, this film, I don't know if this was one of the first times that they had done something to scale with, the puppetry and animatronic, proto-animatronic, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if this is the first time they had done it, but I think this is the best example of it being done with high quality from back then. And then, not to mention the sound editing, the sound mixing for this is great. We have that high-pitched, I can't do it with my mouth, so I'm not even going to try, but we have that high-pitched kind of whirring sound that the aliens, oh my goodness, that the ants make when they're moving around, they're attacking, and that constant high-pitched whirring, God, I can't talk, guys. That constant high-pitched whirring sound, it not only creates this sense of unease and annoyance and just obnoxiousness that the ants make you mad, and it just makes you uneasy. So that sound editing was used to create emotions and feelings inside of the viewer, and make you, I guess, more engaged in the scene, more into the scene, more. You put more of yourself into it because you are feeling some sort of way about this noise. And then you're seeing the puppetry, the live action 2-scale puppetry. I wish they would do more stuff nowadays with that. I wish they would go back to the practical effects and use puppetry and stuff instead of CGI. Go back to using animatronics. You guys spend millions of dollars in the movie industry on these crappy CGI effects. Go back to practical effects. Take some cues from the past. You know what I mean? You can go and you can look at some of these films and you can say, that worked, and go back and make it look real, and it'll stand the test of time better if you use real special effects instead of green screens and stuff like that. So we have the great special effects. We've got the awesome sound editing. The acting is stellar. The story itself is interesting because it is one of those atomic age 1950 sci-fi films. It's like the ants have been mutated because of the, radiation, blah, 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 whatever it is. The ants have been mutated and it's our fault because we've done it to them. And now they're coming to get their revenge. And then we find it's like, oh, can they fly? Oh, big queen ants can fly. So now we have to worry about, are they spreading to other parts of the country? It's really, the story is well told. It's well written. They used pretty good scientific knowledge of how ants operated back then. What scientific knowledge they had. I feel like they incorporated it into the film pretty well. And so it told a story that was plausible if it were to happen, kind of thing. And so I really appreciated the writing and the storytelling of them. And I think that also stands the test of time because they tried to make it as scientifically accurate, or maybe not as scientifically accurate as they could, but they tried to put enough science into it where you're not like, get out of here, they can't, bull crap. But no, they did, they wrote it well enough where you can be like, oh yeah, I guess that could happen that way, So I appreciated that. They didn't make the viewer feel stupid. And, I've been watching them since I was probably 10 years old. And I've loved it ever since then, and I'm always gonna love it. I watch it every so often, particularly this Halloween season. I felt like it would be a good one to throw on late at night to go to bed on, and I really love it. It's probably the film, this and Empire of the Ants are probably the two films that really made me start liking creature features or animal attack films, where there's, bugs killing people, sharks, dogs, alligators, kangaroos, whatever. I think this is probably the movie that spawned that love in me, is because it was so well made for its time. It was so well written and performed and all that it was just, it resonated with little boys, imagination. And so that's why it's such a great movie to me, is because if you show this to someone and they don't like it, it's because, well, they just don't have good taste. That's all I can say. But anyway, guys, Them is going to get 2 big old thumbs up. Check it out if you can. It's streaming on Tubi and it's streaming on Criterion channel. If you get a chance to check it out, I highly recommend you do. If you've never seen it, you need to check it out. Even if you don't like it, you have to watch it to appreciate the technical aspects on display. The technical movie making on display you have to appreciate. So that's it, guys. If you've seen Them and you liked it, let me know in the comments. If you haven't seen it and you got questions, ask away, But guys, thanks for stopping in. If you like the review, please like and subscribe. And as always, guys, I'm going to keep making them as long as you keep watching them, my friends. Peace out. God bless you. And I will see you soon.